Hi guys, welcome to Style Your Spirit. I'm Toan. It's like Antoine without the and, so it's Toan. So this is a place where I wanted to collect some simple design tips that will create big shifts in your life. And this week, being that there's so many people graduating from college, I've been teaching at a local art university here in San Francisco for the past 10 years, and there's so much wisdom that I like to share and wisdom that I've learned from my students that I like to share with you. And I was thinking, this actually has a lot to do with and is interrelated with design and style and spirit. So anyway, I'm going to give you a quick tour of my living room to start. So this is my place in San Francisco. I live in a old Victorian. I love the little details of the door and stuff. So it's my living room of all the things that I love, and it tells a story of the stuff in my life that that is important to me, like my travels, the little things that I've collected during my travels, to the little gifts people have given me, to just kind of being a space where I feel like the world is okay, things are all right despite all the crazy stuff that's happening in the world. So adjust my light here. So things like candles. This is my little candle corner. I'm a little obsessed with candles, as you can see. I got a little candle corner here, and I love plants because I just feel like they just make you feel so alive. This is my view outside. You can kind of see Quake Tower back there. It's gorgeous. And this is my little reading nook. I just love that little area so much. So anyway, since this is graduation week, I thought I would share some wisdom with the college grads. And what's interesting is, got my tea. What's just interesting is I've been telling a lot of people about Oprah. Recently, she went to the Colorado College because one of her girls from her leadership academy just graduated. And she had this amazing commencement speech. And I was listening to it and I was like, there's a lot of gems in there. But I thought there were three that really spoke to me. And it's very interrelated with the stuff that I've told my students and my mentees, and also interrelated with design, because I really believe that there is a design of our life. So it just, doesn't, the scope isn't just, for example, your interior space. It's the place inside you. So anyway, the first and most important thing is that you will be okay. And Oprah says, I took notes here, as a good student teacher would do. I'm going to read off right here. It says, her quote says, she goes, take a deep breath right now and repeat this with me. Everything is always working out for me. That is my mantra, she says. So make it yours. And everything is always working out for me, she said. Look at how many times you were worried and upset. And now today, you've made it. It's going to be more than okay. And that's what I tell so many students. And I think back of the old college Toan, 20 years ago. And I was thinking, gosh, I was so worried about, am I going to get paid to speak for a living? Check, yes. Am I going to be able to grow into my fuller potential? Check, yes. Am I going to be able to just really make a living? Because I was worried about just getting my really first job as a TV reporter and co-host of a show on PBS and speaker. So no matter what it was that I was worried about, whether it was about being able to pay my rent, because I was only making like $20,000 a year at my first job in Wausau, Wisconsin at the ABC station, or challenges like losing 4 family members in a year's time. But guess what? I've learned from all those challenges, still learning from the challenges now, and I've always been more than okay and blessed. So just stay with that, be grateful and blessed, and know that you will be more than okay, as long as you are learning from whatever challenges that are in front of you. The second thing is really enjoy the process, whether it's your profession or personal space. It's really important to enjoy that process. So a funny tidbit about this apartment was that when I first got it, I had a red couch. It was a hand-me-down from my sister, which I was really grateful for. And I was just like, I want it to be Asian Pottery Barn, because that's kind of all that I knew. I went to friends' homes, and it was sort of Pottery Barn-ish. And my stuff in my home was all mixed match. We grew up on welfare. And so I was very embarrassed at the fact that, we had mattresses on the floor in a room where some of my siblings and I slept with my parents. And so just, the people that I was around, they had a little bit of, Pottery Barn-ish style, some of the friends, and then some of the kind of Asian-y aspects from my upbringing. I incorporated it. So now my place is kind of like, I don't know. I guess it's just people that come, they say it's so you. It's a little bit of boho. It's a little bit of restoration hardware. It's a little bit of anthropology, thrift store stuff, a lot of thrift store stuff found on the street. And it just tells my story. So whether it's your personal or professional journey that you're going on, just know that you should enjoy that process, and it grows and evolves. And here's a little secret. Your place will never, ever, ever feel done if you're doing it right, I guess, or feel being authentic to yourself, because you grow and evolve over time. I know I certainly did. So the third thing is, what I like to say is, you do you, boo. Whether it's your personal style or your professional career or your spiritual evolution, you know what feels right. I feel like I liken it to when you are driving, for those of y'all that drive, and you're too close to another car, you know that your heart palpitates. Or for those of y'all that have stole from a candy store, I remember when I was a little kid, I did steal from a store when I was little. And it made me think about like how bad I felt. So you have that inner GPS, and you got to just know when and be quiet enough and still enough to listen to it. And I've talked about meditation on here. You could check out the morning routine and meditation videos here on this channel as well. But Oprah borrowed this from Jack Canfield, which you all may know is the author for Chicken Soup for the Soul, one of my favorite books. He has an amazing story, so Google it if you don't know about it, in terms of like failures that led him to, or perceived failures that led him to the success that he's had with this book. So Oprah quoted this from the book, or from Jack Canfield. "The greatest wound we've all experienced is being rejected for being our authentic selves. And then we try to be what we're not to get approval, love, acceptance, and money." That's so powerful. Then we try to be what we're not to get approval, love, acceptance, and money. But the real need for all of us is to reconnect with the essence of who we really are. We all go around hiding parts of ourselves. And I was just talking to my friend about, in terms of personal style, I used to be so embarrassed of where I came from, that we grew up poor, or that I loved interior design, and people were always like, oh, that's so girly, this and that. And I was like, well, now, guess what? I embrace it, and I've helped inspire a lot of people to declutter their lives, personally, professionally, and spiritually. And it just brings me so much joy, and it really inspires people to be better and do better. So that is the biggest gift that you could give yourself, is to figure out what you really love. And you might, Oprah says here in this speech, yeah, you can follow your passion, but guess what? You got to pay your bills. And in doing jobs that you don't like leads you to what you love and like. So listen to that. Take time to just be still, and not to be emotion and busy and on your phones all the time, so that you could really listen and feel the inner GPS that's guiding you, because it's really always there. So if you learned something from this, please comment below and share with your friends, and happy graduation. Remember, enjoy the process and you'll be all right. Love ya. Bye. Cheers.